Hello everyone, I am Udaya, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Agricultural Engineering, Sri Shanmuha College of Engineering and Technology. In this lecture video, we are going to discuss about the topic design and construction of water wells. So the design and construction of water wells involves the scientific planning to ensure the maximum and sustainable yield from the well and ensures long service life and minimum drawdown during extraction of water and the yield of good quality groundwater which supports economic feasibility. So a properly designed well efficiently connects the aquifer to the pumping system with minimum energy loss. So the main objectives of well design is to obtain the required discharge with minimum drawdown and to prevent sand entry into the well during extraction, and also to ensure the structural stability, also to minimize the pumping cost and to increase the well efficiency and life of wells. The preliminary investigations to be done before designing water wells are hydrological investigations, which includes the type of study about the type of aquifer, whether it's confined or unconfined, and also to determine the parameters of the aquifer such as depth and thickness, and to determine the properties like hydraulic conductivity, transmissivity, and storage coefficient. Then coming to geological investigations regarding the lithology, study about the fractures and joints and rock hardness and the presence of clay layers in the aquifer membrane. The next set of preliminary investigations including geophysical surveys, which includes electrical resistivity survey, seismic refraction and magnetic surveys. Then after in the final stage of preliminary investigations, we have to opt for test drilling, which confirms the aquifer depth and yield, and we have to collect the soil samples and do lab tests in order to determine the properties of the aquifers. Then coming to the design of water wells, the first step includes the determination of water depth. So generally well depth depends on the depth of aquifer, seasonal water table fluctuations and the required yield from the well. So next we have to determine the well diameter. Well diameter generally affects the yield, pump size and drawdown. The typical well diameters for domestic wells ranging from 150 to 200 mm, irrigation wells ranging from 200 to 300 mm, and municipal wells ranging from 300 to 600 mm. Then coming to design of well screen, the main function of well screens are to allow the water entry and to prevent sand entry and to support the aquifer material. The screen is provided in order to cover about 70 to 90% of the aquifer thickness. Screen diameter should be slightly smaller than the diameter. Screen slot size should be selected based on the grain size analysis. Generally, slot size will have to retain the 40 to 60% of the aquifer material. The types of screens includes slotted pipe screen, continuous slot screen, and perforated screen. Then we have to design gravel pack for wells in order to prevent the sand pumping in case increase the effective diameter and improve the yield. Gravel size should be 4 to 6 times the size of the aquifer material, and the thickness of the gravel pack should be 75 to 150 mm around the screen. Then coming to the casing design, casing is mainly provided in order to prevent well collapse and to prevent contamination and to support screen. The materials used for casing, it's mild steel, PVC and stainless steel. The casing diameter should be larger than the pump diameter. It depends mainly on well depth. Then we have to design the wellhead. Wellhead includes the sanitary seal, concrete platform, drainage slope and well cap. The main purpose is to prevent the surface contamination and structural safety. Then we can, after designing the well, we have to start the construction of water wells. First we can discuss about the drilling methods. Percussion drilling, which is used in hard rock. It is slow but economical. Then rotary drilling, it is generally used in alluvial formations. This is a fast and efficient method. Then reverse circulation drilling, it is suitable for large diameter wells. Then down the hole drilling, it is used in case of crystalline rocks. Then after drilling, we have to install the casing and screen. We have to lower the casing carefully. Then after lowering the casing, we have to place the screen at the aquifer zone to ensure the vertical alignment. Then gravel packing. Washed gravels are poured slowly between the casing and the well bound we have to ensure the uniform packing of the gravels. Gravel packing is generally provided in order to avoid bridging between the casing and the well bound. Sealing of annular space. Then we have to seal the leftover space in between the casing and well bound. Bentonite or cement grouts is generally used in order to prevent contamination. Then it is necessary in order to remove the fine particles and also to improve the permeability and increase the yield from the well. The methods involved in well development are surging, airlifting, pumping, and backwashing. Then jetting method also done in well development. Then pump installation. So generally we select pump based on discharge and total head and well diameter. Submersible pumps are commonly used. After well development and construction, we have to do pumping tests. The types of pumping tests: step drawdown test, constant rate test, and recovery test. Pumping tests are used to determine the safe yield, transmissivity, and well efficiency. Well efficiency are calculated by it indicates the good design and construction. Well efficiency can be determined by the ratio of aquifer loss by total drawdown. Then maintenance of water wells includes periodic pumping, removal of encrustation if any found, and disinfection using chlorine, and repair of casing and screen. The common problem seen in wells or sand pumping, which is caused due to improper screen, and the remedy is to use the correct slot size. Then the next problem is low yield. It occurs mainly due to clogging, and the remedy is redevelopment. Then the problem corrosion occurs. It's due to poor material quality. We can use PVC. Then contamination. It occurs due to poor sealing. So in order to overcome this, proper grouting is necessary. The environmental and sustainable considerations while designing and constructing water wells. We have to avoid over pumping. Artificial recharge is required in some places, and we have to monitor the water wells using observation wells, which is constructed around the pumping well. Then proper well spacing is required, and for irrigation purposes and all, conjunctive use of water wells and surface water is essential.